if we get a financial objection, we always do the open wallet, always. Then once we do the open wallet, we're going to see what's the financial situation. And if they do qualify for NAS minor, like if they have 1K available they could put in, we close them on a down payment, we give them access to NAS minor, la da 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 da. Okay. So it's just like that needs to be there because it makes the team like increases the cash collection of the team, as opposed to we knowing that they can do 1K and not collecting that 1K. Make sense? And I know
Yeah.
I know you're doing it, but just
Yeah.
want to double check that everybody is like, okay, we pitch. Okay, if it's financially unqualified, we don't even make it to the presentation. Fine, but it's like all those people that we move from discovery to presentation, temp check, and then we drop the price. And it's like, oh, the seller told me 1K. Yeah, sure, no worries. Like, if you had the money, what would you do? Da 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 da. IDAC, then open wallet, and then we see, okay, the guy can do 1K. We close them on 1K. If the guy can do 500, oh, just close them on 500 NAS kickoff training. But it's very, very important because it's better to collect something than to collect nothing because it also helps the return on investment on the ads.
Yeah. And I remember you did a training a little while back, which might be helpful for the newer closers, where you said like sell them on progress. Even
Yeah.
if they can't do the 1K, if they can do like the 500 or 300 to get them started with the kickoff until like the following month, and then get
Yeah.
them into NOPS minor or whatever the case might be. So maybe we can get the new closers to look at that training because that really helped me change my perspective on everything.
Yeah. Okay. 100%. Let's do that. Just tell them to reach out to me. I will send them the training. As a little reminder is, and this is very important, you have to sell them on training, not convince. So how can I say this? What I mean by sell them on training is that you need to be able to facilitate a process so they buy the idea of focusing on progress, and it's not you convincing them. Because if you say it, it has no power. You have to ask the question. You don't want to say, okay, so what we can do is we can focus on progress, so what that we can do so that you can keep moving forward. La da 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 da. Does that make sense?
You want to
You know what
say
I mean?
if
It's
there
like
was a
would that
way.
help you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that because you're saying the idea. It's not like then it's like, oh, this guy's trying to convince me.
Yeah.
You want to say what Kendall was about to say. It's like if there was a way in which you could do one step instead of one jump, right? Focus on progress. So that when you wake up tomorrow, you're one step closer to leverage, whatever the ammunition you have. Would that be of any help? Because right now, we both can agree that you know NAS core is out of reach. So the question is, are we going to allow that from stop us, or are we going to focus on progress? That's the first thing. It's like, and they have to answer, right? Well, no worries. I can save, and I can get back to you when I'm ready. Yeah, and you can do so 100%. That's not a problem. Can I make a suggestion? Sure. If there was a way in which you didn't have to do that, so when you do come back, you already have a lot of momentum because you've been focusing on progress, would that be of any help? Yeah, maybe. Like you tell me, like, what do you if you're looking to lose weight, but you cannot go to the gym because you're super busy, what do you feel is better, running 10 minutes every day or do nothing? Like, you tell me, what do you feel? What do you feel will put you in the best position possible to be the mom in the best shape you want to be? And they're gonna say, yeah, running 10 minutes every day. And then immediately you go, but why though? Why not just do nothing like all the unsuccessful moms do? Oh, because if I focus on progress, da 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 da. Okay. And that question positions you as you have a problem, I have the solution. So if I had a solution, if I had a way to have you focusing on progress, running 10 minutes every day, do you feel that would help you? Yes. Well, I can't promise anything. And now we can go into the open wallet or whatever, or whatever the thing. Oh, I can promise anything, but what we could do is give you access to the training. So that way, when you do come in, you have built a ton of momentum. Do you feel that that put you in a more powerful position when it comes to becoming that $7,000 appointment setter? How do you feel? Yeah, I think so. What are we talking about? Yeah, we have a process for that. I can walk you through how that would look like. But the most important thing, Natalie, is that you said that you draw a line in the sand and you decide in these circumstances, because this situation, these events are going to continue to happen as you go through the mountain, right? So what is it going to be? Are we going to allow a big rock to get in the way, or are we sort of like go above, below, and focus on progress? What is it? Progress. Are you sure? You don't have to. Yes. Okay. So this is what we do. You put something down today. Based on what you put down, I can open a file in the system, get you in with some access to the training. It's not going to be the NAS core, but I'm going to give you some training. I'm going to be here for you. We're going to do checking calls, and we're going to start the process of walking the walk, building momentum. How do you feel? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Blah, 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 blah. If they backpedal, well, I don't know. I might as well start when I have the full amount. Yeah, for sure. That's no problem. Now, that being said, that's a little bit of a concern to me. Can I share with you why? Why? I didn't even told you how much was the down payment. It could have been $1. So what's really going on? You know what's the difference between unsuccessful people and successful people? I will show you. If I were to show you this cap and I would tell you this cap costs $3,000, would you buy it? What would you say? Well, unsuccessful people will say no. Of course not, because I'm gonna pay $3,000 for this cap. Like, that's ridiculous, right? Successful people says, why it costs $3,000? Like, what's the leverage? Well, because like, what if I told you that inside of this cap, there was like, I don't know, like 100K NFT that you could sell tomorrow, right? You were just one question away from actually getting a return on investment because you just focused on the cost. You allowed your way of thinking to get on the way. But what successful people do is they ask, well, what's in it to gain? Like, what am I going to get out of this thing? And that's where they see the upside. Right? So there's like different ways you can do it. But again, you cannot tell them, you cannot convince them, you cannot play that game. You ask the questions, and then you sort of like, you want to go here? Do you want to go here? What do you feel? What do you feel puts you in a better place? What do you feel is better for you to achieve the goals? You guys with me? Does that make sense?